Hey guys, it's about an hour after the VGAs, and I guess as a self-proclaimed gamer, and because I do have over 250, not 250, over 200 subscribers, 250, my God, dreams of not sucking so bad. Anyway, well, actually, for this video, I plan to do something a little different. See, I actually made myself a troll face mask that I'm surprisingly not as pale as. It's really close, and that is really scary. Like, I'm about the same shade as my wall. That wall is white. That is a white wall. This is... Well, yeah, I actually plan to use this troll mask, but honestly, see, it has like those strings and stuff. I would go like this, and be like, "Oh my god, it's like the VGAs, guys! Oh my god!" But yeah, the thing is, the VGAs this year were actually too trolly for Trollface. So I actually took down some notes while I was I was watching the show. I'm gonna try to stay away from things not specifically gaming related. Like I wrote some notes here on the opening, and because I was planning to do do it with the troll mask, I will be using this later on, so don't worry. Um, I wrote about the opening. Oh yeah, the opening was so freaking gay, like stuff like that, some stupid stuff. But I figure because the award ceremonies this year were just so goddamn terrible. The VGs out trolled anything I plan to do with Trollface here. So let's just get right on to the busyness of me telling you guys how much I hated the VGAs this year. A lot, a lot. So first real gaming related thing was BioWare's announcement, because BioWare won a thing. Let's see, I have a list of the winners. BioWare won Studio of the Year. That was the first announced thing. So after they got on stage and stuff, they made an announcement, and the announcement was Mass Effect 3. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. I was actually hoping for it to be Sonic Chronicles 2, but I guess that they're not working on that right now. So then Neil Patrick Harris said some more stupid stuff, and then they gave the first nominee for Game of the Year for GOTY, as I will be calling it. all similarities to Goatsy. Very very prophetic, I guess. It's not the best word, but it does kind of describe it. Because it was quite the ass pull. So they did some really cool VR stuff. Not virtual reality. What do they call it? Augmented reality. And that was pretty cool what they did there. And so they announced the nominee. Then they're doing it one at a time, which first of all is stupid because they had all the nominees for every category up on like their website already. I don't get what the purpose of just drawing it out like that. But he announced Black Ops as a nominee, and that was pretty cool. Then they had the Batman Arkham City trailer. Thumbs up for that. Really, I only watch this every year for the trailers, and well, I know I could watch them afterwards, but I could watch them on my TV instead of my computer, and the screen's just that much bigger. So yeah, that happened. And then they had Dane Cook on, which itself is a sin, I believe. I'm surprised they weren't arrested on the spot for even inviting him. Then they had this really cool Ezio hologram thing. I don't sound angry enough yet, do I? But that's because it really, then they did the, Todd Howard came up from Bethesda and announced Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. And, I jotted down a note, like a joke that the troll would make. Skyrim like a rim job, herpa herpa herpa. But like I said, the troll mask would glorify this even more. So, then Neil Patrick Harris made some really bad game title slash pornography things. I didn't bother to write them down because they were terrible. Then Mortal Kombat trailer, PS3 exclusive Kratos as an unlockable character. I think that's pretty cool. I always love these crossover things like the Soul Calibur 2 and Link, or Sonic and Smash Brothers. So more Dane Cook and Kratos being pretty cool, killing camera guy. Okay, then the Thor trailer, the trailer for the licensed Thor video game. Who cares? Licensed video games aren't really that good, especially for movies. I mean, this is obviously just a sponsored thing for Spike and for Viacom. Honestly, not worth it. I felt it pretty stupid. And they like glorified and everything. They brought out the star from the movie, who also does the voice acting for the video game. It's a God of War ripoff, and probably going to be a bad one. Okay, and now here's where I managed to spot a few flaws in the VGA's logic. So they announced they're doing the best action adventure category, and the winner was Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I approve of that, but what I don't approve of is that they had 2 Game of the Year nominations in that same category. The nominations were, I believe, Red Dead Redemption, not Mass Effect, and God of War 3. But Assassin's Creed beat both those games in a category. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was not nominated for GOTY. So how did those other 2 lose in this category, still get nominated for GOTY? Basically, if X, then Y, right? Or in this case, if not X, then not Y. So if it lost in X, then it can't win in Y, is basically the logic behind that. So then My Chemical Romance got up and sang the Gran Turismo 5 theme. I don't really care for them. But this isn't a music debate. So then they're announcing Mass Effect as a BioWare nominee. Mass Effect is a BioWare. No, Mass Effect is a Game of the Year nominee. And then they did the Mass Effect 3 trailer. Again, pretty cool. Wait, no, wait, whoa. I already mentioned this. My notes are all in anachronism order. Whatever. Whatever, okay. Then the cast from Always Sunny in Philadelphia came up. Danny DeVito wasn't the Penguin. I am disappointed, son. So, best shooter was Call of Duty Black Ops. I don't really care for shooters, but here's another thing. See, Call of Duty Black Ops is both in the shooter category and in the Game of the Year category. So is Halo Reach, both categories. So, Black Ops won in this category. Now, because we already know this, so that means that Halo Reach cannot win Game of the Year. You know, if X, Y, then Y. We also know that Red Dead Redemption and God of War lost in another category, so that lessens their chance already. By now, we could honestly and just logically believe that right now they have spoiled the Game of the Year. This way, the only things that haven't lost so far are Black Ops and Mass Effect 2 at this point. Then Olivia and Munn went on, and Neil Patrick Harris and them were fighting about stupid stuff. It wasn't funny. World premiere of Resistance 3, that's pretty cool. And more Dane Cook, for God's sake. And then John Marston shot him. He won Best Character. Best Character, so I approve of that. Just shooting Dane Cook made him win, I feel. More Dane Cook and Swartzen. Okay, best performance by a human male went to Neil Patrick Harris. I'm disappointed. He is host of the show. I mean, it probably wasn't as biased as some of these other awards, but still, I mean, you know. Personally, I was hoping for it to be Martin Sheen, because I like Martin Sheen. And then Tony Hawk came on to announce the Prototype 2 reveal. Again, I love the first Prototype. I still haven't done that LP. Anyway, that was a pretty cool trailer, I guess. Prototype 2. I enjoyed it. Live action Angry Birds got closed down by PETA. Guillermo del Toro went on. I approve of this guy. I approve of Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy. All really good. And he showed a short teaser for his survival horror game, Insane. That's actually the name of it. Okay, so they really quickly, and I mean really, really quickly, did announce the winner for the indie games, and it was Limbo. But they didn't even show any trailers. Like, you know, usually they'd show the nominees are trailer for this game, trailer for the other game, trailer for the third game, trailer for another game. But for the indie games, they just read them off. Okay, so the nominees are Doom, 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 no trailer, and then just announce it right after that. No dramatic pause or nothing. And frankly, you know, this year, indie games were very, very, important this year. I mean, it was their biggest boom, I feel, in not really popular, from obscurity, you know, and they were really moved to the forefront this year, and they just quickly read them off. Blah blah blah. Most anticipated game was Portal 2. I get it. You know, Portal was a really good game. A lot of people liked it. I was hoping it'd be Batman, but I guess. Okay, and then they, you know, like right before the commercial break, they just ran through a bunch of categories. You know, like, and the winners are not even stating the nominees. What were they? I think it was Best Soundtrack, Best Adapted Video Game. Best Soundtrack was DJ Hero 2. And I think that's cheating, because that's all licensed. Best Adapted Video Game was Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Again, I approve. That had its own really good theme by Anamanaguchi. That was pretty cool. Then Best... I think those were the only three, actually. Actually, Best Music Game. I don't know if they announced Best Music Game there. I think they probably did. 1 minute. Let me check. Okay, they must have, because it's not on another list I have here. So Best Music Game was Rock Band 3. Best Driving Game, Need for Speed. Bunch of that other stuff. Right. Best RPG was Mass Effect 2, so that won its own category. And actually, see, what they usually do is during this part, they'd also announce what won in the Wii category, Best Wii Game, and they didn't. This caught me by surprise. I thought that they actually had some dignity. They were going to actually put the Wii nominations and stuff in actual, you know, performance and award. I was severely disappointed, but we'll talk about that later on. So, skipped a bunch of stuff, and they announced Red Dead Redemption as the Game of the Year. Now, I've already told you why this shouldn't be. It lost in another category. It shouldn't be, if it lost in one category, it should not be better as the Game of the Year. It just shouldn't. And it wasn't like category like, you know, Best Soundtrack, where that's still largely not, you know, not reflexive of the game, you know, as a video game. This was voted not best in its genre. It should not be Best Video Game of the Year. It just fails basic logic. If X, then Y. If not X, then not Y. I mean, and that's just the beginning of them losing their complete credibility. Then they showed a trailer for Forza Motorsport 4. And then Captain Hammer came up and talked about Talked about stuff. Doop-a-doo. Then the new SSX trailer came up. Wait. I did it backwards. Sorry, guys. I kind of spoiled the... I didn't spoil it because the award show was over. But Red Dead Redemption, what I just, got that whole spiel about, that was just it being nominated. But as I said, it already lost Action Adventure, so, So, Captain Hammer, already read this. Anyway, the new SSX trailer. I was really disappointed, and because when I think of SSX, I think of crazy fun snowboarding. The trailer was kind of realistic looking, kind of dark and, just kind of did not. I am disappointed. More Dane Cook. Oh wait, yeah. What I said about winning Best Character, it wasn't John Marston. It was Sergeant Wood from Black Ops. A character, not even a main character, not even a secondary character. So, Sergeant Wood was, hardly in the game. I think his most famous line was Marston, something like that. But he was in Call of Duty, so how could he lose? Uncharted 3 premiere trailer, really pretty. I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the trailer. It really does, like, out of all the game trailers, that was the most cinematic. That was the most like a movie, I gotta say. So then they announced Red Dead Redemption as the Game of the Year. And that's the end of the show. But you might have noticed I never actually... See, they never announced at the VGAs, even during commercials and everything, they never announced who won the categories for... let me take a... clear my throat, get a breath. They never brought up the winners for these categories. Best PS3 game, Best Wii game, Best PC game, Best Handheld game, Best Multiplayer game, Best Individual Sports games, Best Team Sports game, Best Graphics, Best Female Performance in a Video Game, and Best Downloadable Game. None of those were touched at all during the show. In fact, I learned about who won this, who won all of these performances, who won all of those categories. When was this thing posted? 1 minute, let me find the time. 10 minutes ago at 9. Less than half an hour ago. That's right. Over half an hour after the show ended, we learned who won 10 categories that they decided to ignore during the actual show. That is just fucking despicable. That is, seriously, why bother having an awards for those? You're already biased. Obviously. You're already, you don't have any logic, of your awards, as I've mentioned plenty of times. But to pick nominations, to have people expect to see the winners of these categories and to not mention them during the show is fucking ridiculous. You don't do that. That's like if the Oscars completely, shoved out The Dark Knight, one of the highest rated, highest grossing films of the year, out of the Oscar ceremony. Oh wait, no, that happened. Okay, you know what? Award ceremonies, kiss my fucking ass. These should be, all of these things should have been dealt, should have been made, controlled by industry professionals. Independent bloggers, people like Kotaku or Destructoid, even Screw Attack or The Escapist. Not Viacom, not MTV, not Spike, not G4. Not people whose audiences and whose not people who are controlled more so by advertising than by their actual ideas. And the VGAs have a long history of being biased towards their advertisers. Just check everything that not the wrestling, the Ultimate Warrior, not Ultimate Warrior, the UFC, I believe, or TNA, one of those. Everything that they've won. Yeah. So, another severely disappointing VGAs, the most disappointing yet, in that there were 10 categories completely shafted from the awards. And again, losing, something winning game of the year that lost in its own category. Otherwise, oh, and that's not the first time that's happened, actually. It has also happened in 2007 or 2008. 2008 with GTA 4. So, yeah, you know what? I really don't know why I bothered to make this video even, but I've done it. It's been almost almost 22 minutes. I'm not just going to take it down because I don't want to feel like I've wasted my time any more so than I already do. And I do feel that it is important, as a gamer, to show that these guys do not represent us. And I'm not saying that I represent you, but as a gamer, I feel I wasn't represented. And so, as a gamer and as an American, I feel I have the right to rebel about, against that, no matter how no matter if I do or not, No taxation without representation. But I'm just making my case look stupid by saying all this. Why do I do this to myself? I'm talking too long. I'm just gonna end on the note. VJs were terrible. They always have been terrible. And and I don't think that they should be representing us as a culture. My glasses are lopsided. It makes me look funny. I'll just take them off. I'm going to end the video soon anyway. So yeah, that. Just kind of angry. I'll get over it tomorrow. Don't worry.